obviously there's a lot going on in the world. Don't fall victim to the darkness. For those of you who have only recently become aware of the terrible things that sometimes do transpire in this world, just know that you're not alone. There are many people who have come to these realizations before you, and they're willing to talk to you about it. They're willing to help you out. Go and find the nearest conspiracy theorist that you can and ask them to get you up to speed on what's going on, because obviously there's a lot happening. There's a lot to process. But don't fall victim to the trap of getting lost in the rabbit holes, because that's not what they're for. Extract the necessary information, integrate the reality of the situation, and then choose to move forward and return to joy, return to godliness. It's all a test, okay? It's all a test. And what you're gonna come to realize is that the world's been fucked up, and this is quite possibly the least fucked up that it's ever been. An analogy that comes to mind is, let's say you're gonna clean your room and you're doing some spring cleaning or whatever. How I usually do that is I kind of just get everything out, and you look around and everything is scattered all over the floor and everything's out of order and there's stuff everywhere. But ultimately, even in the midst of that chaos, that there's a purpose, and it's leading you to having that clean space. And that's ultimately what is happening collectively in the world right now. We're in the part of the process where everything is thrown about the room. Everything's fucked up, in disarray. It all looks chaotic. It looks like the whole world's falling apart, but it's actually, in fact, coming together. And take it from someone who has known just about everything that is being revealed right now for over a decade. You don't want to know everything. So just figure out enough that's going to allow you to understand the process that we're going through. And recognize that this is a catharsis that's taking place. Oftentimes people will say nobody's coming to save you. And it's true to a large degree. But there is someone that's coming to save you. And all you've got to do is just ask, and you shall receive. But it's about cultivating that personal relationship. And through all the smoke screens and all the distractions, what you really just got to focus on is that regardless of how many clouds might be in the sky, the sun is still there shining behind them. Even if you don't perceive the light, it is always there. So keep the faith, or cultivate it if you don't have any. Only takes, faith of a mustard seed. And don't be too weighed down and distracted by everything that's occurring right now in the world. Most of what you are seeing is quote unquote old news. and a lot of things have already played out, and you're basically watching the reruns. So if that gives you any solace, I'll close on this. They say that each of us, if we're lucky, has perhaps a few opportunities to be heroic. My prayer for all of us is that we recognize those opportunities when they arrive, and we have the courage to take them. Have a good day, because what is the alternative?